don't know what happened last night, but I got emergency response. And look at the cabin. Well, hello from Madeira. And after a bit of a dodgy start on P and O Azura, this is what's coming up next.
Yeah, the weather's really nice in Madeira today.
Yes, not too hot, so okay for walking.
Am I going to start with a moan though? I'm going to start with a moan.
Oh, not again. Why?
It's not really a moan, just an observation. We've docked with a German cruise ship, which has got 5,500 Germans on board.
And?
I'm not saying anything.
Good.
I'm just saying I'm not getting in any queuing situation with them.
Where would you get in a queuing situation?
You know.
I don't know.
But don't like it up on Mr. Mannering. So myself and Mel are looking for the bar we went to a few years ago when we stayed in Madeira. It was a Poncha bar.
I'm trying to find it.
And it was the best one, the most reasonable and the tastiest ones.
It basically was just cheap, Marcus.
Yeah, cheap. It was nice though, but
yeah.
I don't know where it is. Well, we found it, the Poncha bar. It's got a little open area to the side. So we're going to grab a couple. By the way, it's just by the market. And that's the name of the street it's by. So well done, Mel. You found it. What's it called? Rey de Poncha. Rey de Poncha.
Yeah.
And here it is, the Poncha. And it comes with these monkey nuts. What's it like, Mel?
Nice. Definitely got a kick. Nice.
That's good.
I don't know if they give us the standard one.
What's it made out of?
Is it orange and
Is it like
lemon?
is it like a rum-based drink? A version of a rum? Isn't it funny? After a couple of ponchas, all the stress of the cabin and the flooding has all gone. Cheers.
Bottoms up.
It's funny when you have a drink quite early. The world looks a very different place. So now we're going to pop in the market. Mercado de Labradores, something it's called. This place. It's quite a tourist trap.
It's quite expensive, I think.
It's quite expensive, but it does look really nice. So it's really good if you want to come and take photographs.
It has some really unusual fruit.
Yeah.
As I remember last time.
So this is the fish market, which has finished, but the aroma remains. There's some interesting ones there. What's the Extremo there? Upstairs at the back of the markets, there are quite a few cafes and bars, aren't there?
Yeah, I think we should have a little look how much.
Overlooking the fish markets. But it doesn't smell so much up here, does it? Saying that, there is a slight odour in the air. Mel, I would say if you did want to go on a trip and you were in Madeira, in Funchal for one day, there's plenty to do, isn't there?
Oh, yes. And then there's obviously places like Blandy's, Madeira Port, tasting the book in advance.
There's definitely enough to do in the city. You just want to wander around and enjoy yourself. Obviously weather dependent.
Poncha dependent.
Poncha dependent. We're going to be the official spokesperson for Poncha now.
It could be, yeah.
Is a Poncha Marketing Council?
Probably is, actually.
So after some poncha, Mel bought some poncha, didn't you?
I did, actually, yeah.
To take back to the ship. Well, after that, we've stopped at a traditional Portuguese restaurant to have some pizza. We have a pepperoni pizza. By the way, if you want to see more of Madeira, Funchal, and the area, we have been before, as we mentioned. So I'll link those videos below. We spent a week in Madeira. How long ago was it, Mel? 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yep. So take a look at that. So the food's arrived. We've gone for greasy pepperoni pizza.
So we split it, didn't we?
Half each. But we've matched that with a nice caprese salad.
It's lovely.
So does that neutralise the fat?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's okay. Everything's in balance.
Bon appetit.
Did you enjoy your lunch?
I did, actually.
Some local Portuguese wine.
Yeah. I mean,
One thing, daytime drinking. I can't do it.
You can, you should do it. Came to €33, isn't it? Pizza, caprese salad that we shared was big.
And fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
The Coke was really cheap. It's like €1.90 or something. And
It's like €3, £3.50 for a glass, a large
of wine.
glass of wine, yeah. Anyway, we're going back to the main square, as we said, then back to the ship. Well, I'm going to put an old film on and fall asleep.
No carry on. Okay.
Isn't that what holidays are all about?
Not a carry on.
So this place over here, where Mel is heading, if you want an overpriced can of sardines, this is the place to come.
It's a good place.
I thought the phrase was say it with flowers, not say it with sardines.
If you gave me a can of sardines as a Valentine's present, do you know what I would say to you?
Yum yum.
And no, that would not be what I would say to you.
Pack your bags and get out. Well, Mel, although we had a dodgy start on the cruise,
Yes.
this stop has made up for it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I forget how nice Madeira is.
Yeah. If you haven't been to Madeira, it's a really nice place.
Yeah, very green, pretty, cheap food and drink. What more can you ask, really? Okay, so we're in the beach house, or club, beach house, and we reserved this before we came on board. It was £9.50 per person, and I had a little bit of a discount because I'm on one of the membership levels, so it was under £9 each for us. And I think I might have the hanging kebab, so that'll be interesting. It's basically 3 courses for the price.
Yeah.
Sharing.
Yeah. And I'll have the chicken fajitas, please. Well, Mel's gone for the nachos.
It's alright.
And I've gone for the potato skins. What's on them? Sweet potato?
Yeah. Onion crispy.
Crispy, are they?
Fine. Well, I'm not going to blow the world away, but they're okay. So the staff are really helpful and really nice in here, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I've already found one of them has got an Instagram account, so I'm going to follow him.
The Explorer Raj.
The Explorer Raj, yes. So I'm just following him
On Instagram.
on Instagram, yes. So yeah, they're really nice staff in here. So that's good. On Instagram, I followed you on Instagram.
Oh,
You said you were the one who had the Instagram
Yeah,
account.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
followed you on Instagram.
thank you very much.
That's okay, no worries.
I'll follow it back.
Yeah. I did the way. That looks impressive, doesn't it?
Good evening. We just had dinner in the beach house.
Yes.
And it was the best meal we've had so far, wasn't it?
It was.
Wasn't brilliant, but it's quite nice, quite tasty.
The fisherman's kebab, I think it's called.
Yeah, you said
Yeah, it was quite good.
the shrimps on it, or the prawns, I should say.
Yeah, we're good actually.
Were good.
Yeah.
I had the sort of fajita type things. The only criticism of mine, wasn't any spice to it.
And then you give you one to two.
Yeah, you could ask for
Right.
more, but
Oh,
I
did you?
needed like some salsa or something, some spice to it.
They give you coleslaw with it. That was a bit strange. And
But overall, it was quite nice.
well, yeah. It was the best meal we had on the ship. so
Yeah,
far, so. We
and
had to pay for
also
it,
I
didn't
think there's a bottle of prosecco in the cabin. They gave it. I hope that's not the only compensation for being woken up flooded. Anyway, we got glasses now,
Hooray.
so we're
We
gonna
forgot the glasses.
grab a glass and go out and watch the sail away, which is about 9:30.
And there's
So-
a bit of silent disco going on.
Well, you're gonna silent disco,
And you're going to just stand there,
look at miserable.
as usual.
It's silent disco time. You've got your headphones on. Yeah, we're not moving yet.
No, I think when we start to move, everyone will.
So goodbye Madeira. We'll see you later on. Hopefully no more incidents, and we'll keep you updated about the actions of the management team on board. So far, not too good, but we'll see. It's a sea day tomorrow. Well, good morning from somewhere on the North Atlantic as we head down from Madeira down to La Palma. Hopefully when we get there, no volcanoes, landslides or tsunamis. It's going to be a quiet day today, so I'm not going to film too much, but I wanted to come on and tell you about the burst pipe incident. As we mentioned, on the night they were quite good, evacuating the cabins, getting us a new cabin. But since then, it hasn't been that good. No communications at all. Luckily, we didn't lose anything apart from wet socks and a wet suitcase, but no damage to computers and things like that. Hello, this is Marcus from the future, back in a wet and cold Porthcawl, South Wales. After we released the first video about Azura and the floods, quite a few people contacted us concerned about their cruise, their cabin, and what happened. So here's a little update. Firstly, don't worry, it's all sorted. The flood occurred on deck 8. There was E422 was our cabin, and on the port side. But I'm happy to say, by the time we left the cruise, we can go back to the cabin, but they had dried them out, stripped the carpet, and they were laying new carpets. So have a look at the photographs. So if you are in those cabins, especially E422, which was ours, or adjacent ones, you've got new carpets. The next point was compensation. You get a mix of responses. People going, oh, you're only after money. And people saying, oh, I'm going to claim for everything. Luckily, as mentioned, we didn't lose anything in the flood. I hope you can see me, by the way, for the raindrops. Talking of floods, some people were affected more than others, so we can't speak for those. Personally, we just wanted to get sorted and enjoy the last few days of the holiday. Also, we didn't pay that much for the cruise, and we've been on quite a few. Some other people have spent a lot, and this was their main holiday. So how it affects people is very personal. Basically, they offered onboard credit or future cruise credit. After this incident, we don't know when we're going on P&O next, so we opted for onboard credit, which was better for us because we didn't have any other package. If we had, it wouldn't have been worthwhile. It wasn't the best compensation. I can't go into details, but we were sort of satisfied and we could move on with our holiday. But that brings us on to the next point, which is the most important. Customer service. I'll stop here and wipe the lens. The communication after the event was terrible. As I mentioned, you rang reception, no response. If they kept people informed, even if it was going to take a few days to contact head office, let us know what's happening. That way people aren't too stressed, they know the procedure, they're kept informed. A simple thing, just somebody in charge keeping you informed. Basic customer service. That was sadly lacking. That cost nothing. So I don't know why P&O couldn't do that. So that was the biggest problem for us. Lack of communication, not knowing from one day to the next, are we going to be moving, what's happening, things like that. And communication within the staff on the ship as well. That was pretty dire. Anyway, so if you're on Azura, like I said, the cabins are sorted, the problem's fixed, enjoy the holiday. What we liked about not so much the trip because of the incident, and we weren't fans of the ship, but some people still love it, was the weather and destinations were really nice, and that made up for it. So anyway, back to me, on board ship in the North Atlantic, heading down from Madeira to La Palma. Let's go back. This could be a quiet one today, just enjoying the relaxing sea days. I'm going to do some work on the computer. Mel's going to do all the activities probably. I'm going to fall asleep in my chair. Mel's going to come back all excited. So I think we'll see you now when we dock in La Palma. Bye.